So today we're donating $400,000 worth of PPE and other infection control items to both the Revere and Chelsea. I wanted to thank my wife and my family, as well as our team at Mascon for supporting this effort and be able to give this donation back. I'd also like to thank UPS for their generous donation of the truck and helping us move the supplies over here. You know, we've been watching the news, everybody, for the last, nearly a year now, 8-9 months, at least in the U.S., and watching some of the hardest hit communities, not knowing how to give back. Normally this time we give, food and other things, but we want to keep everybody safe. We know that Thanksgiving is a time for everyone to get together, and we want to make sure that for those that need the supplies, that they have access to the supplies, and we're extremely happy to be able to help. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the dedicated and determined healthcare workers, school teachers, and first responders who've dedicated their lives and their work tirelessly toward preventing the spread of COVID-19. And as a Mass resident, I'm eternally grateful for myself, my parents, my family, for all of their efforts. From the onset of the pandemic, we've been working on this, and we are just glad that we've been able to help Chelsea and Revere, and as well as other communities in Massachusetts and the Commonwealth. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, John, for the kind donation. Thank you, Tom Ambrosino, for being here today. And thank you to Mascon Medical for this incredible donation of PPE for communities and residents of the Commonwealth who need it most. As John mentioned, the cities of Revere and Chelsea are receiving more than 500,000 pieces of PPE in this delivery today. Working with our partners in Chelsea and with our own city staff and our community organizations, we will be getting this equipment into the hands of our residents in the coming weeks. This morning, the city of Revere recorded 27 new cases of COVID-19 among our residents, and we are averaging over 30 new cases a day. The upward curve that we are seeing today matches what we saw in April as we approach our peak and reached a 7-day average of 50 new cases a day. I, along with public health officials and experts all throughout the Commonwealth, I am incredibly concerned about the impacts that the Thanksgiving holiday may have on the spread of this virus. Thanksgiving, unfortunately, must look different this year. Instead of gathering with my family and extended family and friends, I myself this year will be having dinner and staying home with my wife and 2 boys, Joseph and Jack. I hope that others will join with me in scaling back their plans and starting some new holiday traditions that take into account public health guidelines. There is still time to make safer plans for Thursday. I do want to share one bright note in our data in the hopes that it will encourage our residents to continue to make the sacrifices that protect our most vulnerable populations. Over the past 30 days, just 10% of our total cases occurred in residents over the age of 60, compared to 16% statewide. Revere seniors are doing their part to protect themselves from this virus, and we will continue to support them in staying safer at home. Just this week, with the help of our local restaurants and Patriot Taxi, we are delivering hundreds of Thanksgiving meals to the homes of Revere seniors. We have held flu vaccinations and made house calls to vaccinate our seniors that are homebound. Our outreach team continues to phone bank and reach thousands of residents over the age of 60, connecting them with virtual programming and making sure that they understand the resources that the city has for them, including this new reserve of personal protective equipment. Again, as we head into the season of giving, During these unprecedented times, I want to extend my gratitude and our city's gratitude to partners like Mascon who have stepped up and supported our residents. And before I end, I do want to give a special thank you to someone who worked behind the scenes. He is a mentor and a friend of mine, former mayor of Braintree, Joe Sullivan. Thank you for your role in making today possible, and thank you for being a friend and being a mentor. With that, I will turn it over to another friend and another mentor. That is the Chelsea City Manager, Tom Ambrosino. Tom.
Thank you, Mayor. We really will be brief. I concur with all that the mayor said about trying to stay safe this holiday season, and we're encouraging our residents to stay at home and keep their celebration to those only in their own household. We know that's a tough message, but we really hope that gets out. It's an important way in which we can keep COVID from spreading even more so than it is right now. I just, on behalf of the City of Chelsea, want to express my thanks to Mascon and to John Chen, also to my good friend Joe Sullivan for helping to arrange this incredibly generous donation of PPE to Revere and Chelsea residents. Just like Revere, Chelsea has been disproportionately impacted by COVID. The economic hardships that have been created by COVID in the city of Chelsea are enormous and really impacting the ability of our residents to meet even their most basic needs, and certainly making it difficult for them financially to meet their PPE needs, to pay for things like masks and hand sanitizers and wipes and cleaning. And so this generous gift is certainly going to make it possible for the city to help deliver these incredibly important supplies to our residents and to ensure that they can stay safe and protect themselves in the ensuing months. So with that said, I just want to, on behalf of the entire city, express my deep gratitude to you. This is a great example of the private sector stepping forward to help residents that are most in need in this holiday season. So on behalf of the City of Chelsea, I thank you very much.
Anyone have any? How will this be distributed? I mean, how will people know this is here and how to get it aside from the
So I know for the City of Revere, what we plan to do is work with our community organizations. We know that there is a need for PPE in the community, as Tom alluded to. The economic hardships that folks have met during this crisis, and so we're gonna be working with our community outreach team that we have set up for COVID and our community organizations to make sure that this gets into the hands of our residents.
So I would say the process will be quite similar in Chelsea. We have a lot of daily food pantries in Chelsea where this will be part of the supply given to residents. And we do a fair amount of home deliveries on a daily basis for people who are either in quarantine or isolation or otherwise just unable to get to a food pantry. So this will be part of that package as well. So we do expect to get this directly into the hands of the people who are most vulnerable and most in need.
And tell me a little bit more about how much this is needed. I mean, I'm going broke buying this stuff. I can't imagine having like 4 kids up my parents didn't have to buy.
Yeah, I mean, certainly in Chelsea, we get regular calls from residents who are in need of basic cleaning supplies, masks, wipes. So we're regularly trying to procure a lot of this stuff. So this really takes a lot of the burden off the city, getting a donation of this magnitude.
And certainly the city of Chelsea and Revere, we saw just last spring, certainly
Right. Yeah. One thing I will add to that is, as we've been given resources, there is a deadline for our CARES Act money, which is provided from the federal government, and that ends December 30th. There's no there's nothing that we're looking at that's coming down the pike from the federal government. So this certainly comes at a time when we're going to need it, and we're going to need to make sure that our folks, our residents, have PPE, and as they're moving indoors, because it's getting colder, it's going to be more important for them to be able to sanitize and keep clean. So it's certainly a timely donation. Thank you.
Can you explain what this is we're looking at here? A little more detail.
Sure. The PPEs and infection control items that we've donated include everything from N95 masks to surgical masks to 3-ply masks, children's masks, alcohol disinfecting wipes, electrostatic sprayers and the chemicals that go in them. Also gowns, level 1, level 2, level 3 gowns that can be used in schools or in hospitals. And we've also supplied all the quality certificates that go with them, that they've all been tested and certified, so that they can, each town can be sure that the materials that they get are safe to use.